Well, hello there. Peege here. And I just had a very interesting experience. I was downtown at the Columbia Tower Club getting some work done, and they have breakfast there. So I usually have my bacon, and I usually have some eggs. And this morning they also had broccoli, which was interesting. So I ate a lot of that. My plan when I went down there today was to make today a carb day, to do cyclic keto. So that's where one day you go out of keto so your body remembers how to burn sugar, because as I've said many times before, all the cells in our body are hybrid engines and they can burn both. Most people are sugar burners. They don't know how to burn fat. Few people are fat burners, like keto people, and their bodies do know how to burn fat. But it's good to do both. So if you've been in keto a long time like I have, it's good to start coming out once a week. So today was going to be my first come out of the keto day, because I really want to do this cyclic keto. And so Columbia Tower Club has granola, and they have oatmeal and fruit, along with the bacon and eggs and broccoli like I had. So I went up to the buffet line and I saw the bacon and eggs and broccoli, and they all looked really good. So of course I had to do that because I couldn't help myself, because my craving for those foods is so strong. And so I started with that, fully intending on going back for some oatmeal, some granola, and some fruit. Oatmeal granola I haven't had in years. Fruit, it's very sparingly. And so, I just ate the normal thing that I eat, and then wanted to go back later. Got to working on stuff, and then I'm like, I gotta get back to the club. And so I got in the car, drove away, and I realized I forgot to eat my carbs. I never wanted to eat those foods. They don't sound good to me at all, but I was going to force myself just to come out of keto and do the cyclic thing. But my brain forgot, and I didn't do it. I'm driving away now. It's too late. I can't do it. I don't have any carbs at work. I don't have any carbs at home. That's why I wanted to do it there, because there were some carbs. But it's funny. It's just funny. And it just shows how addicted I am now to fat and protein and greens and things that don't have starches and sugars, and how I just don't enjoy the other stuff, the sugars and the starches and the carbs. And it's just fascinating that I'm kind of the opposite of what most people do, because most people will go to a breakfast like that and they'll get the rolls and the breads and the cereal and the yogurt and the fruit and the oatmeal and the granola, and they'll put sugar on it, and that's their breakfast. And they look at the eggs and the bacon and they go, they eat that last, if at all, because they're craving the other stuff more. And then they look at broccoli that's sitting there, and they're like, what? Broccoli for breakfast? No way. And I walk in, I see the broccoli, I'm going, yes, broccoli for breakfast. Broccoli is my favorite food. Used to be my least favorite food, but now it's my favorite food. And so it's just a reminder that you really can literally wire your brain completely opposite of what it is. I'm not talking just tiny, small changes. I'm talking opposite of what it is. And a lot of people need to do that. And I've done it over the years, and this is a perfect example of that. But, and also another opposite way that I've been rewired is, when I did get there to do work, instead of sitting down to do the work on my computer like everyone else does, I picked a tall table with stools and I stood there, stand-up desk, and I used the tall stool for a place to put my backpack, but not my butt. And so it's all those things, all those little things that add up for our brain rewired, that now for me it's automatic. I can't try hard enough to escape out of what I am now, because I don't want to, but it would be difficult and hard, because all those old pathways and old habits that I used to have are now overgrown. I have to hack my way through them again. And all the new pathways that I'm on that are easy to stay on, that I had to hack knew a few years ago are now the pathways that my mind prefers, and that now it's automatic, and now I don't even have to try to be healthy and fit because it's just part of my DNA, it's part of my wiring, and I can't not do it, which makes me so excited about the Peege and Peege brain type test and being able to offer that to people now, because now it's a shortcut and a beeline straight for the wiring and the tips and tricks and the ideas that will make sense to people's brain wiring that I didn't have. I had to do it the hard way and try things by trial and error and just throwing things up on the wall to see what stuck. But now, over the years, the last couple decades, I've learned how to do it more efficiently and better. And all that work's been done for you now. And so now other people can take this test, get that shortcut, and get to where I am way faster than I did it. And way easier with much less frustration than I had. Okay, go try it. Check it out. Here's the address.